Man, I tell you, man, this video right here, I think this video is a real strong video for what we got going on, and that's in the male to men community, right? The stop simping, start pimping community. We have a lot here right now, and I think every one of my videos is dedicated to you men out here that's just trying to get it right. If you've been trying to get it right, this is definitely going to help you. All right. So what I want to do is I want to talk about something that I feel like would help you guys, and I still think some of the things is understanding women at its highest level, understanding their thought process, understanding what they're doing uh, every day in their mind to attract men, meaning they do things. They have a way of, oh, let me make sure this bra is right. Let me make sure these jeans is fitting this way, because it attracts you, right? But what I want to do is I want to talk about a lot. And one part of it is that I want to talk about straight how to pretty much take advantage of what you have as a man. What we have is masculinity. We have this logic, this thought process. A lot of that. We're doing a lot of that. I wrote some notes down here, and I definitely feel like we got to do a better job of displaying these things, right? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Let's talk about stop chasing and start leading, right? We always have this sentiment, it's always this sentiment out, of not chasing and stuff like that. But real women follow real men, and that's just bottom line. Leaders attract, followers chase. That's the normal part of it, right? Women follow structure, not emotion, right? Set your standards, don't chase her. So her standard is way different than yours. So understanding your standard is what matters. You're the leader. You have to set the standard, you have to set the tone. And this is all a part of it, right? So, one of the biggest things that I felt like that I was trying to accomplish on this video is pretty much teaching you guys how to attract without saying a word. So, number one, I think how to attract a woman without saying a word, right? Let's get there. Because a lot of you men, I'm going to tell you right now, your mouthpiece is not to the level where you can attract her with your words yet. We'll get you there, right? And that's with some coaching, maybe some advice, that can help you. But ultimately, we want to attract women without saying a word. One of the reasons that this method works is because this is natural for you. This is not being outside of who you are. This is not gimmicking, trying to get attention. We're not doing that because that looks weak and thirsty. So first and foremost, let's start off with energy, right? Energy is the vibe. Your vibe, the way you introduce yourself, your calm confidence, right? That wins every time. It doesn't matter what you got going on. Your energy is what wins every time. So when you come up to a woman and you're, hey, how you doing? And or you're in a group of people and she happens to be around, and you're, hey guys, just wanted to, just, oh, hey, just trying to look. It's different than, hey, what's up with my peoples, man? What's happening with y'all, man? Yeah, man. I'm so happy to see y'all, man. Energy. That's what wins, right? And I think this is another golden rule. You dress how you want to be addressed. If you out here sharp, you clean, you doing your thing, you gotta dress exactly like you want to be addressed. Remember that. You know what I mean? Stand up like a man. You know what I mean? Tall and strong. Man, and have your game tight. You're sharp. You do all of these things, man. All of these things need to be sharp on you, man. And this is why I think a lot of times a lot of men fail because, man, you can see something at a grocery store, but you just not at your top T. So even my casual wear is swaggy. Man, forget that. I'm swagging with the casual. You know what I mean? It don't matter what it is, right? And I think again, I think there's value in just feeling good about yourself, regardless. Just for you. You're not dressing for them. You're dressing for yourself, and just having some energy with it. I think the next one is posture over pickup lines. Stand like a man, like real strong. Like I just said, real strong back, shoulders back, chest up, eye level. All that matters. All that matters. And this is why I had to write some of these points down because I feel like there's so many things. I don't want to miss something for y'all because there's so many things that you all should be doing. Like just normally having great posture. You ever hear people say that? Like having great posture, walking strong. Man, I'm telling you, man, that attracts women. Women love a man that look like he can handle some business in two different ways, physically and physically and mentally. They love it. This is another one. Say less, watch more. Say less and watch more. I think silence is strength. Just observe. Sometimes you go around, you're hanging out with the fellas. Just observe sometimes. You ain't always got to be chuckling it up. You ain't got to be super loud in order to be seen. Sometimes this is just what it is. And, I'm actually a high energy, talkative guy. This is who I am. But then I know some guys who are very silent and will have the same success with women that I've had. So a lot of that has to do with how you attract. Some men attract differently than other men. That's just what it is. So, say less and watch more. Be more understanding about, what that looks like in your life. This next one, eye contact, man. I mean, I can't say it enough, man. All you men looking down here, hey, ma'am, hey, how you doing? Yeah, blah, blah. Have eye contact, man. That high eye contact with no hesitation, man. You're staring them right in their soul. Right when you're looking at them, you're staring right in their soul for them to know who you are, you not to be played with. So important. Let's not forget that. So important. I think this next one, move with intent. Move with intent. Every step, every action should have a purpose. No negative or nervous energy. I think oftentimes what happens is that when you're nervous, you do nervous looking things. You're just circling or you're doing things, you're following people. I'm gonna tell you right now, man, never look for a safe space because there's not one for a man on this planet. And I need for you guys to understand, if you walk into the bar, walk straight to the bar. Be aggressive with it, right? If you're leaving, walk aggressively to your car, right? If you're walking over to her, walk with intent and purpose every single time. Do not miss this technique. This is very important. It doesn't matter what I've said. This one is very important, just like the rest of them are. I think this one is something a lot of you do, but I think you do it in reverse. This one is being a little more mysterious. Not talking about yourself a lot. You don't want to talk about yourself a lot at all, right? You want to stay mysterious, but powerful. You want to leave things for them to desire. Leave things for them to desire. Don't um, shall I say, look so needy, telling everybody about your life and, oh, I've done this, and I've done that, and I've done this. Don't be that person. Be a person who's short with the words, but when you do speak, you're speaking about something that is very powerful in the way you communicate. And I think that's very important. We always talk about this. Value yourself first. Value yourself first, because if you don't value yourself, trust me, she's going to look at you like there's no value in this man. If you're a confident, swagged out man with some swagger to you and confidence that's just raging so much that everybody's wants a part of what you got, trust and believe, man. Trust and believe. She will be up on you. She is going to be on you. Trust and believe that. And I think another thing though, with that, I think loving yourself. I don't think you should be talking to no women if you don't love yourself. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real, fellas. If you're not in love with who you are and what makes you great, I don't think you should. I don't think you should do any of that. That's just my opinion. So, I think you should really invest in doing something differently. Right. So, and the reason why I'm saying that is because you invest in something differently, meaning invest in us, invest in dating coaches, invest in life coaches, because we're going to help you achieve your goals. I'm telling you, if you don't love yourself, man, you got a lot more problems than you believe. Presence versus pressure. I believe you can do both, but your presence is the majority of the pressure. Just you being confident, just you being strong there. There's a lot of things. Just being there with confidence makes her notice. Because a lot of men are just not confident. Let's be real. That's what sets us apart. The guys, there's the guys that have, and then there's the have-nots. The majority of men are have-nots. You have to have confidence in order to be one of the guys. To be the guy, you got to have some confidence, no matter what. So I think that's very important to have off top. So that's first and foremost, because I can't even imagine if I was in public and me being there. Me being there is the reason why. It's okay. Let me say it like this. I'm trying to put it in layman terms because I can be broad with this one. Your presence is who you are. If you're shy, you're going to appear shy. If you're timid, you're going to appear timid. You ever heard people say you've been sized up? They sizing you up, but they sizing you up to see if you're going to be competition or not. They're sizing you up to see if they can take advantage of you. They're sizing you up to see if you're a sucker. That's really what they're doing. And you definitely need to understand that actually happens. So I think that's a good way of explaining it. I think you guys need to take it for what it is, right? So the next one. The right woman notices the quiet man. So loud dudes get claps. Solid men get chosen. Loud dudes get claps. Silent men get chosen. Don't speak or don't speak too much. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get validation from her on exactly what you're saying. A lot of men just continue to talk about their life and tell a woman everything. Never seek approval. Never, ever seek approval. Always attract, but never seek approval. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all, man. I really want y'all to think about this. I really want y'all to think about what I'm saying to y'all today. And I want you to get your notepad. I want you to write down some of these things. And in the comments today, I really want you guys to look and tell me What are you going to apply to your life? What are some of the things that you're going to change in order to get what you want out of life? Tell 50. I'm out.